Hello, hello, and welcome back to my playthrough of Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. We beat... Sure, show me the way. Let's go back to the bridge. We finally beat, I guess, what we could call God? Death God? Blood God? A non-chaos death god? Yeah. I know it's technically always the old man, but that was a weird fight. I appreciate them throwing in something mechanically peculiar and more complicated and more difficult for the final, what looks like the final fight of the DLC. Just by virtue of the fact that you can't just slaughter everyone with one turn. I do hope that that kicks up. Yeah, you can't slaughter everyone in one turn, and you also have the dynamic of you want to focus on killing all of the ads before the quote-unquote main guy, just because otherwise he gets turns or they get attacked or there's some such. You can power through it. I did power through it the first time. It just sucked, so I do like that. That being said, I do have some shopping to do, some basic housekeeping, nothing that interesting, and I suppose when I leave and when I find something interesting, which will probably be the very first jump I make, if past is prologue, it'll be the very first jump. I'll tag you guys back in. All right, see you in a minute. All right, we actually got to travel a little bit, but I want to stop by the Savannah world and investigate the eye of the magnetic storm. Oh, what? Oh, I love how I came here for a very specific purpose, and I immediately got distracted by something shiny. All the usual noise in the bridge ceased when a shadow of a gigantic void ship, seemingly appearing out of nowhere, sails past with stained glass windows. Lumens are dead, or who can't recognize the signature of silent engines. They only manage to shed some light. The Queen's Lament. The Vox accept the signal. Vigdis conducts a full Vox system check and reports that the communications are in order, even though only eerie, unnatural silence can be heard through the Vox. Worried murmurs sweep across the bridge. The officers are certain this is the voyage of the old ghost stories. Queen's Lament had appeared countless times in all corners of the Imperium. Like a ghost, it manifested out of nowhere, just as mysteriously. Queen Lament, the rogue trader, had heard the name before, too. This void ship was destroyed by Xenos in one of the violent battles for the Expanse over 3 millennia ago. They say its captain was a devout and vengeful man. Send scouts aboard the void ship. Blueprints. Okay. Nervous voice the operator erupts through the Vox. The crew are still on board. What's this blurry silhouettes of people with torn off limbs, cut open bellies, and twisted faces that are materializing, vanishing in ghostly flashes. Promise unwelcome guests that they will stay on board Queen Lament forever. Raising his voice to a shout, the operator reports that his comrades are already dead, and soon will be his turn. I mean, logic it out. Dude, you just didn't see them. An anxious prayer to the Emperor, the whisperer of the Vox. For a moment, the operator falls silent and suddenly returns, mumbling excuses about his imagination playing tricks on him. Still walking in front of him, and well, the void ship looks completely empty again. After a few minutes of silence, a child's cry can be heard through the Vox. Study your friends. The friends of him who've all been taken by death. The soldiers confirm that they're not seeing ghosts, but living people made of flesh and bone. The soldiers are begging for Roach to let them talk with the loved ones for a moment. Remind the soldier that it's impossible to cheat death. These visions must be a product of some dark powers. That's only 90%. This is 100%. This is true, to be sure, but I cannot fail this one. Scouting party's disjointed mumbling is replaced by a firm shout of "Yes, Lord Yes, Lord Captain!" The operator reports that the deceased are retreating into the darkness, their empty eye sockets lit up with blue, malicious flames. Yeah, that makes sense. Half an hour later, the Vox comes to life again. Operator flatly reports that the scouting party has reached its bridge, the cogitators are broken, so extracting any data seems impossible. The scouts have found a strange object, and Captain's sure they can't describe it, only saying that this shouldn't be there. In his usual flat voice devoid of emotion, operator completes the report. The way to the bridge took 16 hours and 41 minutes. The soldiers are exhausted and would like to rest for some time. Confused, Vigdis notes that only half an hour has passed. Get them out of here. Retrieve the unknown object and restore immediately. Shuttle leave the Queen's Lament. The void ship itself dissolves into darkening space. The shuttle arrives, carrying a single passenger, the operator clutching a strange parcel. The young man's hair has turned white. He has lost the ability to speak. His story and rumors of what happened to the other scouts will live on for many years in hushed whispers across every deck of the rogue traded void ship. Okay, but like, what did he bring? A plus 20 bonus to coercion and a minus 5 penalty to intelligence. So I am intelligence based in a lot of ways. And my coercion is currently sitting at 140, so I think that's fine. We could just get rid of that real quick. The Finger of Sorrow, which is more Tyranid shenanigans. The hulk of a merchant ship drifts through the void. Use augurs to examine the ship. The ship is devoid of vital signs. Long since failed. Dispatch an expedition. Forces and tech priests put on their void suits and dock with the ship. The vessel is empty except for the frozen and desiccated corpses of the crew. Some retain human features, but others are either recognizable with genetic aberrations. They've been dead for centuries. Examine the logbook. The Finger Store of the common merchant vessel. Log arts travels. Trade with the Calixtus sector. States that the ship departed the port. Wander on the border of the Coronis expansion in the Calixtus sector. Tech Priest notes that the protocols for undocking from the station were not followed, indicating hasty escape or blatant disregard for the covenants of the Omnissiah. Search the hold. 3 opened service hatches that bear claw marks. Venturing deep into service tunnels, the reinforcers find 3 empty nests with chunks of purple chitin and dry traces of dark slime that has eaten through metal panels. Inspect the cabins. Okay. Been tombs for the body of the crew. They succeeded when the ship's life support systems failed. None of the enforcers notices the cache marked with a symbol of fanged serpent, with a sharp tail and 3 clawed limbs. The cache contains an amulet and a miraculously preserved diary. So, like, why would that be a dogmatic follower thing? Like, it's just like, wear the bones of the defeated enemies, I guess? First round of combat, there was MP as double, just not really relevant. Relay the contents of the diary to the flagship. Coke secretly spread throughout the Calixtus sector, not mentioning specific infected world. Promised Land, the Cradle of Faith, salty at the tears of the righteous martyrs. Port Wanda Station, the last threshold between Calixtus and Cronus. Cult grew and gained followers among the workers and the poor, infiltrating powerful trade guilds. However, their plans fell apart when the Gene Stealer's kiss was granted to an unworthy candidate. This oversight led to the discovery of the cult and a bloody purge. The author of the diary recalls with horror and sorrow how many of the pureblood children of Star Savior perished in massacre. Good! Heretics who managed to save 3 purebreds and steal a merchant ship under heavy fire from the station. They narrowly navigated the Maw, but the ship's damage was too severe. The 3 phalanges of the Finger of Sorrow, the pureblood Star Children, fell into a long sleep and became dormant. Meanwhile, the cultists humbly watched the ship's life support systems fade away one after another. In the last lines, the author welcomed death in the name of the many-armed emperor with solemnity and elation. Let's blow it up. Happy to have that happen. Even if I don't need that thing either. Eye of the Magnetic Storm. Offering a person machine gun, the Org operators turned their blessed objects toward the very epicenter of the raging magnetic storm. Yeah. Crew have detected life signs under the planet's surface. There, in the caves of the man-made complex, according to the ship's archives, were uninhabitable and devoid of useful resources. Send a team to explore. Next is Vicious Cave. It's going to be blocked by a massive plasteel door. Once pierced by melter charge, then shall be patched out. Issued bodies pounced from the darkness without warning. I like how that helped them, I guess. Captured the enemy commander. Okay. You found heretic trophies? Oh, no, Mechanicus creations. Except, in addition, a curious machine was destroyed during the battle. As further inspection would show, this was a very contraption responsible for creating the magnetic storms blanketing the planet, concealing the cemetery from prying eyes. Machine spirit extinguished forever, tech priests still managed to extract those parts that still hold value. Examine the cryovolks. Cryovolks are healthy and obedient, excepting the one living with the open sarcophagus. Okay. Interrogate him. Saint Drusus. Torture the bastard could not be in cult of Saint Drusus. He and his brother or sister through tasks guarding the strange cemetery prevented anyone from entering. He equally could not hide that the unfortunate inhabitants of the Cryovolks were killed by his people. Alas, that was his last confession, and the harsh interrogation finally took its toll. Okay. Covert underground facility. Death facility Cryovolks containing dead bodies. Okay, so we're just gonna wait for that one, I guess. See us on the rampage. Okay, well that was sorted out quickly. I was expecting something. I mean, I guess I do have technically something to follow up on, but nothing directly. Alright. Let's see what's going on. I'm going to see about heading my way over to this new system. That should open up space over here. I have to imagine. See you in a minute. Well, I made it to the new star system, and this popped up out of nowhere. 10 chronometer turns since the incident. Lady Navigator's orders. Okay. Ordered that she be connected to the void ship, but she did not order the preparation of the machine spirits. Cannot be identified by these capabilities. Okay. Cassia, what are you doing? They navigated blood into the pants. Then we were to lock open the shutters so that the Lord Captain could see everything that was going on inside Sanctum Navis from the observation chamber's end. Golden Throne Master and Force of the Navigator only wants to paint a picture for a ritual of some such. That's all I know. She wasn't going to... Okay. Cassia, what's going on? Treated Gellerfield in time, now being dragged to throne knows where. Transferred the Lord Captain to the observation chamber, then yelled to the servant for leaving the shutters open. But then I was told it was on a rogue trader's orders. She was lost in thought, staring at the canvas in front of her. Okay. What is going on? Called out to Lady Cassia. Armor glass between us and the Sanctum Navis was gone. The things in the painting, they broke free. And what happened? I remember thing, there was a bright flash, a purple blur. I remembered feeling so scared that my knees were shaking. I remembered my legs carrying me away. We're in a painting now? Okay. No data, no data, no data. Tisiphone Orsellio's ritual did not go as planned. The warp disturbance triggered by the Lady Navigator's trance wash over Sanctum Navis. The void ship's machine spirits reacted to the surge of the Imperium and interpreted the call to action. Thus did the emergency jump into the unknown begin. Amid the shrieks and sirens, the clanging of the shutters, and the distant hum of the warp engine, some unknown will pulled the Lord Captain into Sanctum Navis. Gripped the Lady Navigator, horrified, almost out of breath and struggling to scream, Cassia stretched out her hand. I mean, Ulfar can do that. Sure. Snatched a dagger from the floor and started hacking at the hands reaching from inside the painting. Thank you, Ulfar. She dagger House Orsellio cleaved the billowing shadows, and yet the painted hand reformed itself a moment after the blade passed through it. Cassia went limp in the clutches of a horrific creation and was immediately pulled to the other side of the painting. Okay. Middle of gigantic, boundless, billowing nothingness. His body felt weightless, floating in the void from hundreds of Navigators colors. For the bright colors. Bright colors being like the happier ones that she associates with good things. Purple livery darted back and forth, turning with an old woman in a navigator's mask. Continue. Prepare the child for the Atlas transfer. World of Ear TV. Ear TV. Okay. Ah. Fair enough. Felt dismal. Instead of bright hues, all contained with shadows. Swim towards the dark colors. Grayish blue waves swallowed the Lord Captain, and the feeling of lightness disappeared. Right. Pulse of movement, some with no arms, no legs, 2 heads, no face. Great. Push one of that. Stable readings, no mutations detected at early stages, identical genes. 100 times higher than any of the previous experiments. The only one after years of anticipating gusts of silvery wind hurled the Lord Captain back into the ocean of nothingness. Okay, so let's just be adrift for a minute. Stated nothing, devoid of any sensation or emotion, until a smile upon someone's lips surfaced on his mind. Cassia. She was there, somewhere amid this seething nothingness all alone. Descended into the abyss toward the screams. I love how even with a minus 60, it's still perfectly perfect. It's like still 100% chance. She will height to the bottom of a roiling abyss. In the next moment, Ignatius saw 2 figures amid the billowing abyss. One of the figures peer into the strange maroon mist. In the swirling mist around him, Ignatius could make out human faces stricken with torment. Not just human faces, there are Xenos, Aeldari, features fused together with those of humans. Okay. Group for some unknown force knows the Lord Captain sees him and drag him through the painting's twisted space. We were given life because of me. She can die now. Shaded claw marks. There you are, Cassia Orsellio. I know what you crave. I saw it in the visions you sent me again and again. I won't allow you. I'll never allow you to become me. I mean, it's got to be her, right? She has to purge it herself. So, Captain's the words. Attracted not just to Cassia Orsellio, finding noticing presence of a living creature in that bizarre world. Moments from Cassia opened her navigator's eye, and a wave of unbridled warp energy obliterated Tisiphone's specter. Lady Navigator graced the Lord Captain with a tired smile. The abortive ritual had turned out to be a trap set for Lady Cassia by the previous Novator of her house, but the rogue trader had ensured that her plan fell to ruin, and now it was time to desert that accursed place. Conscious bodies are discovered in the Sanctum Navis 20 Terran days after their disappearance. Okay. What new routes can we find here? None. That's disappointing. But that was still funky. This one's green, and that one's orange, so that one's got to be the more important one. I have seen a planet burn with hang on, what? Planet burn once before. Saramaga. Exterminatus was invoked. Incendiary cyclonic torpedoes were deployed. The world was burned for several months until there was nothing but ash. Okay. So that world was an exterminatus. And the Mechanicus will want to hear about that burning world. Begin scan. Figured you'd have something for us. Palace of the Atlas. Let's get rid of Ulfar. Let's get rid of Argenta. I know what Ulfar can do. I'm more comfortable with Ulfar. Grab Adira. Yeah. That's fine. Wait, a Crone World. What? What? A Crone World. Okay. Cool. Crone Worlds. That's great. I'm so happy for Crone Worlds. How did this game know that I wanted to sit on a Crone World? Is there money to be made? You know, just needed horrifying things. Frightened enough by the power that it is. Info. Feel free to pause if you need more time to read this. Oh, this isn't going to be good. You performed experiments hundreds of years ago. Yeah, fair.
Keep your wits about you.
She did the experiments on a frickin' Crone World. With a webway right here. Okay. Blemished by human presence. Navigators had no qualms about filling the ruins with machinery and supplies. Climb down. Left no stone unturned in the Aeldari temple. It is as if they were looking for something that they just could not find. Okay, is that it? I guess so.
Both strong and wise is Ulfar.
This is true. But Ulfar, you still came to a Crone World willingly, so not... Like, I have to dock you points for that.
And that many-armed monster looked at me. I saw something. An immense black shadow floating just beyond its gaze.
The shadow of
There
what?
were no colors there at all. None.
And I heard nothing. A great big nothing. But don't worry. Whatever it is, it's far away. Right?
I mean, it is, yeah. It doesn't move quickly. Someone removed the data crypt from this dead machine to keep the house's secret safe and leave no information about the experiments that took place here. Okay.
Let us not dawdle. Success is the only
This actually
outcome
most
I
of
accept.
pages from the long history of the Aeldari. I mean, if it were the Chronold, I might have brought Iliad, but also, no. Iliad is lucky to not be dead. Alright. 1 second, I'm going to double check my gear and then we'll jump in. Alright, I am not looking forward to this. Xenos wants more to stop you? What the hell? For the chains of tyranny. Okay. Sure, Jen. Are you done? We just killed Tisiphone. Like, we told her to go shove it. Oh no, you got confused by the warp and did something stupid happen. Skin is so thin that revealed. Okay. What is this? The rogue trader and the traders to the house have lured a child into a trap set by Xenos? I wish my eyes were deceiving me, but now I can see clearly that Great Regent Aronto was right to send us after your vessel. Built woman armed with pistol, and yet there are no signs of exhaustion or posture. Her face is hidden behind a gem-crusted three-eyed mask. How'd you get here? Tempest with nothing but the call of the Alice to guide us until we made it. Hallowed ground of our ancestors and semblance of speech, monkey. So move forward where you will pay for the deed of your ancestors. Stay put and wait up to you to pull at your strings. He's seethed into Shael. The taint of your ancestors has begun to consume your body and soul. Pathetic fools with an insatiable lust for power that is not yours. Ending your misery will be merciful. Alice's sacred relic of House Orsellio is what elevates us above the rest. What did this taint you speak of, Xenos? Monkey discovered the Crown World who tainted it with the crude technology that spoiled it over its relics. Ruined all there was to the last stone. Sullied the souls of their ancestors reposed in a sacred vessel. Okay. Cassia bottomless blue. I did not know that living things could exude such saturated hues. Examine it. Translucent stone shared a strange resonance with this place. Shears, restless, coagulated. It resembled a giant heart that has been plucked out of its owner's chest. How did they taint it? Yeah. Corzinus is rather every word of God Emperor is known to all that specifically so execute. Every piece of metal or fabric in this place bears the house's coat of arms. Fair. I realized at the moment I met the first of you, wretched, begging us to help you destroy your own kin. I sensed it with you, our ancestors called their pleas, their endless torment. I knew that you found what we want. I knew that what you found was a Chrono World, and I humbly waited for the day you'd lead me to it. What experiments did Giuseppe conduct? Still, I'm stronger. Magnified them by a factor of dozens, but the price was too high. After mere hours of use, the stone would always burn the minds of its hosts. Giuseppe broke the monolith into many shards, which are far easier for a human to control. I mean, yes, that's what we're getting at. I mean, this is the whole redemption arc is the point of the Iconoclast. Now, neither Theodore von Valancius nor Tisiphone were infallible, but that doesn't mean we are powerless to rectify the errors of our ancestors. No. This solution is too easy, don't you? Souls become captives inside the spirit monolith. Processes deranging to our ancestors who have served as the monolith's guardians for aeons. It is equally agonizing to the souls of your dead. And the more monkey soul the monolith absorbs, the more volatile it becomes. The Aeldari and Monkey has spent many a dance battling for supremacy within a monolith, and its integrity is waning. You sense it too. The only way to free our ancestors from the pain is to separate the monkey taint from the spirit monolith. My troop is here to perform just that. We all play our parts today. When the final act of this age-long tragedy begins, the monkey players will exit this world stage. Is there no way whatsoever to separate the Navigators' souls from those of the Aeldari without killing one or the other? Monkey, have desecrated our ancient world. I see no reason to assist you with the final dance. Cassia, what do you say about the Xenos assertions? Can I change the fact that my house is forever tainted with the disgrace born of schizophrenia established troopers? Future. Hulk done. Both your kid and mine. If you can free the phantoms of my house from the spirit monolith, guide them to enter my atlas. Their experience and wisdom will help steer us House Orsellio into the path and allow future generations. Okay. Okay, Morag. I shall use the atlas to sever my subject's connection to the spirit monolith, and then I shall extract its shards from every navigator of House Orsellio, planted at birth, but that does not mean that the ritual cannot be reversed. Cassia, can you actually do this? Okay. Seldom do humans and Xenos get the chance to resolve the conflict without violence. I second Lady Cassia's proposal. I mean, I am the person who worked hand in hand with other Aeldari to, you know, manage governing a world. I won't let you destroy the Atlas, even if the child wish. Orsellio, you are too young and inexperienced. You simply cannot comprehend. Damn. You can't touch it for away. All of you have spent years destroying from within. You address one who has passed through the tempests of the Sea of Souls to the true Atlas as a rogue trader's ally. Yet you still call me unworthy, don't you? Young, inexperienced? Kneel before me and I shall forgive you your insolence. Damn. I mean, still, but damn. To the Novator Tiffany, henceforth will be loyal to her successor, even if you see fit to lead us down a different path, my lady. Damn straight. I wasn't looking forward to fighting a whole bunch of Harlequins anyway. Tranquility. The ancestral souls have found peace. Soon meet in this place again so that you can give us the shards. Okay. But, like, there's so much loot. Are you worth anything? No. Time-worn manuscript. What have you got to say? Okay. Fish is strong within it, amid the Xenos world, treasured, mighty, and dangerous in the current power. Laura Xenos.
Just as I
Created
planned.
list statue depicts an Aeldari hero who created 100 worlds and twice as many stars. I mean, cool. Not sure how they did that, but cool. More useless stuff. More useless stuff. The purified monolith shines like a guiding star, and waves of calm and relief wash over the hearts of those who step close. Good.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Laura Xenos.
I
The
always
Aeldari's
get the
gods
job
once
done.
walked among them, teaching, guiding, protecting them from harm. There are no boundaries between mortal creatures and their patrons. Piece of an altar that ancient Aeldari used for some long-forgotten ritual. Nice. And is that everything? That's everything. What? Tech use? Climb down, tech use. Oh, that just unlocked them. Gain plus 15 ballistic skill. That is not bad, but I don't think I care about anyone who has to require proficiency. I'll keep it. I don't quite remember if
Centuries of service and
Iliet
practice.
or
I always
if
keep my options
Pascal
open.
have it. But yeah, that was surprisingly peaceful. Which is the good thing in level 40k, because it's so rare. And then I guess we're just going to leave and see what other new interesting things we can find. See you guys in a minute. And that was when I realized I immediately just didn't go talk to Cassia. So I think we should talk to Cassia. You know, the person whose family and entire livelihood and history we just changed irrevocably.
How nice of you to grace me with your presence. I was just thinking back to our journey to the Palace of the Atlas. That is, to the world of Xenos. Remembering that most reckless act has enveloped my mind in a whole palette of hues. But when I think of the great risk you took for House Orsellio's and my own sake, an azure shawl instantly descends on my shoulders, and amber sparks flash inside my soul. Please accept my sincerest gratitude.
So now you're the full-fledged Novator of House Orsellio?
You of all people should know that succession is a lengthy and tiresome process. While my entire house is busy preparing for a grand council at which I am to ceremonially inherit the late Tisiphane's title, I have decided to remain by your side, to relish just a little more of this carefree liberty.
So what awaits
For
that?
as soon as I am summoned to do my duty,
Whoops.
we must say our farewells.
What awaits the Navigators of your house now?
The Xenos have managed to free the souls of our ancestors from their confinement. The memory and wisdom of those that came before us will serve our house, helping build upon the ruins of the present a firm foundation for generations to come. I believe in that, as I believe in the divine light of the Emperor.
So now the entire power of the Atlas is in a Novator's hands?
I suppose so, if by power you mean priceless knowledge. As for the special powers granted by the Xenos souls, the Navigators of House Orsellio will once again have to contend with their own bodily and spiritual limitations. However, I am undaunted by the prospect, for our line and our gene have never been weak. House Orsellio will succeed, and soon we will rise again, draped in white and gold.
Cool. Do you have any other business?
Of course. I will try to answer any questions you
Nope.
have. I have enjoyed your company. Thank you for the conversation.
Okay. Now we're gonna go. And I don't think there's much else. Homunculus' hideout. Parallel... Southern Hemisphere. So I'm going to see... Yes, I know. Thank you. Going to go back to Adira Temer just to do her Adira's door and the hunting ground. See if we could find a homunculus. And Gartrafal's Calamity. That's listed in space. So we're going to go back to Cassia Timur, wrap up the couple last thing there, and then head to deal with Heinrichs. Where's Cassia Timur? Why can I not remember? No. Yeah. Anyway, when I remember where Cassia Timur is, then we'll head over there. Unidentified ruins. Pit stop. Give me 1 minute. So I found an abandoned palace, and I feel like I've been here before, but my map doesn't say that, and there's loot, which I'm pretty sure I would have gotten. So let's go check it out. Cause like, this does feel very familiar. It has been a hell of a lot of hours playing this though. But like, I can't imagine I'd have just left loot everywhere. Yeah. Desiccated manuscripts date back dozen centuries. This palace is probably one of the oldest outposts of the Imperium. Ignatius has got this. Navis would have performed the heroic act, desperate measure to gain +2 AP, +6 MP, and 10 temporary wounds. Which with a heavy weapon to an enemy, that enemy suffers one stack of perplexed. Parry then attack, they immediately strike back at the attacker. If this attack deals damage, the wearer performs kick to push an enemy away. That is another automatic... Okay. Give that to her, maybe? That's just another automatic, like, hey, if you parry, you get smacked.
Success is the only outcome I accept.
Okay. Collect. What's this? Broken Vox. Okay. Detecting things through walls. To be fair, she can see color. She can see in color the warp. So. Okay. We move with the group because there are shenanigans afoot. Bunch of Xenos artifacts. Open that up. Open this up. Like, I can't shake the feeling I've been here before. I really can't. But it just seems silly for me to think that I was here already. Ah, corrupted noble. Human-like carcass. Creature's chest remains motionless and its eyes stay tightly closed, yet that luster in the sword face twitch ever briskly when you approach. As you can wish to... Fair, Cabela. Yeah, I didn't think that was going to work. After the yellow people's or even natural glow, disfigured this. Just gonna save. Then we're gonna shoot that thing in the face.
Your arrogance will be your downfall.
Urge them.
We'll be fine, I promise. Cabela can clean up the trash. Ancient Servitor, Combat Servitor. Hang on just a minute.
See how the wolf succeeds.
Let's move you over here. Let's kick. Alright, fair enough. Rapid fire. Concentrated fire. Nah, too close. That's right. Worth a shot. End turn. Ancient Servitor. Bunch of half-dead guys who insist on missing. Buff. Hynix.
Was that you? Or...
What else have we got? We've got a debuff for this bastard. Analyze enemies. Could one not? But most importantly, hitting 3 of them with this.
I am a
There you go.
navigator.
Heinrichs, get a stat bump.
Isn't this a job for his duty demands? If I may.
Heinrichs, if you would. If you could kindly. Sworn enemy.
Let's see to it. Nothing stands against me.
There we go. And since we're here,
Someone's death wish is mine to grant. opposition sends their regards. But of course,
Too much.
I won't object to it. Holy terror, smite your enemies.
That's a dead, corrupted noble. Finest hour.
I'll show
Hinox?
you why navigators are feared.
Just run around.
Let's see to it. I won't object to it.
There we go. There are 5 left, and I can still charge. Why not buff Cabela too? There's 2 Reckless Abandon. Followed by... Nah.
As honor ordains, I shall. Let your soul.
Oops, wrong button. Just goes to show the sheer amount of disrespect I have for these people.
I bring mercy in retribution.
That's fine. Oh my god.
For the throne, your reckoning is due. Get me a target. Naturally.
Should have charged it the first time. C'est la vie. $82.
I'll make it happen.
82 stacks already. Press the advantage.
Who, if not me? The best defense is a good offense. On it.
Just shoot him. Thank you, Cabela. He's just standing there, not even menacingly. Dead. Wow, really? Rude. You can't charge. Charge. Unavailable. Okay. I mean, fair, but I don't care. And move to the one spot where she can't do anything. That's fine. He can't do anything either. Shall we, Lady Navigator?
Isn't this a job for the...
Stop being so petty. That gave us a level? That gave us a level. Why would that give us a level? +2 deflection against range attacks. And +10 toughness. Nice. So up to 6 deflection. Halo device. +5, 25 toughness, agility, perception, and strength. Use agility instead of intelligence. What? Intelligence, toughness instead of willpower, and strength instead of fellowship. Immunity to injuries and trauma. Whenever it works with an enemy, any damage they deal is increased by 1% to the combat, while intelligence, willpower, and Am I daft, or would that be great on Cabela? Could, like... I might be daft. Hang on. Let's just... Before I go into that. Cabela, what would that... Can't be equipped by this character. Why can't it be equipped by this character? Info. I can wear it. Am I the only one who can wear it? Oh, that's annoying. Like, that's a really good thing for other people. Fine. Because, like, my agility is just so much... Even with a +25, it's still worse than my intelligence. 25 strength. So, intelligence instead of... agility instead of intelligence would be 75. Instead of 90. Toughness would go up to 80. Toughness instead of willpower, which would be higher, sure. Strength instead of fellowship, which would be 60 instead of 65. I'm done with it. Alright. Going to level up real quick, and actually seeing the time, I think that might just be a decent time to just have a little bit of a break.